It's happening right now. Some of us got soaked this morning, but will we get it again before the commute is done? We'll take a look at that coming up. Paula.
Hi, Ben. We're with a local research team studying toxic algae bloom in the Great Lakes. Only when they went to pull out their brand spanking new underwater robot, it wasn't there. We're with them when they make the surprising discovery. Karen?
Also ahead, America's showdown with North Korea. Why the latest insult from that country might actually contain some encouraging news today. And a 2-year-old's terrifying ride ended like this. Today, some of the heroes who came to her rescue are honored.
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News First at 4 starts now.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Karen Drew. First at 4, police in Detroit say they are still looking for the gunman that killed one man and wounded a woman on the city's west side. It happened around 3 o'clock this morning just south of Hubble and West Outer Drive. Shots fired from one vehicle left the man in his 30s dead and a 36-year-old woman in critical condition. Police tell us they are looking for a burgundy Mazda. If you have any information, please call police. Now, you may recall the shocking Amber Alert that really shook the city of Detroit just 2 weeks ago. It ended with this crash. A 2-year-old child in the pickup truck. 3 people were injured in that dangerous chase, which reached speeds of 100 miles an hour. Police were looking for 42-year-old Grady Barrett, accused of kidnapping 2-year-old Sandra Renee from a Detroit home. Well, this morning, 3 Detroit firefighters were honored for their speedy treatment of little Sandra.
He drove right past us, and we see the little girl in the back. She wasn't in no seatbelt or anything, so we was like, wow, we got to be ready for this. So we were preparing for the worst, but hoping for the best. Tried to keep her, talk to her, because she was hysterical, of course. Her parents wasn't around, and she was worried about her mother.
Just parent mode, talk to her in a soft voice, show her some passion, show her that we're friends.
Barrett is charged with third-degree fleeing and eluding, along with child abuse. Many Metro Detroit families count on Beaumont Hospital in Royal Oak for emergency care, and that ER is getting a huge makeover. The new emergency center will open August 31st, but the renovation won't be finished until the end of 2018. The project costing more than $120 million. It will eventually have 73 private adult rooms, 16 private pediatric rooms. New at 6, Dr. Frank McGeorge takes a closer look at how patients will benefit from all of these upgrades. Morning rain slowed down that rush hour, but our lawns and gardens really did appreciate that water. Ben Bailey here with the first forecast and what we can expect tonight.
Yeah, it was nice, Karen. It would be nice if we could get some more, but our chances are just really slight of seeing any more rain. The clouds have started to form out there, but so far we're all dry. 83 at Metro. Ann Arbor's the warm spot at 85. Monroe's at 81 and Port Huron checking in at 77. You've probably noticed that humidity has gone up as well. Right now, Fort Live radar coming clean. Again, just a slight chance of seeing something develop, but as we get later into tonight, these clouds will eventually move out overnight and allow temperatures to drop. We'll go down to about 70 at midnight and look forward to a cooler, less humid evening. And we'll talk about that and how your weekend is shaping up in a few minutes, Karen.
Well, after so many insults and threats, the crisis between the United States and North Korea may have taken a turn for the better. Both sides are still watching the other closely. Kimberly Gill is in the newsroom with what is happening and what's being said. Kim.
Hi, Karen. Good afternoon. Some might say that North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un has blinked, but even as he seems to back away from a possible attack on Guam, he is keeping his anti-American rhetoric in high gear. The world is hoping to avoid any military action, much less a nuclear showdown. Now, it was a two-pronged message that came today from North Korea. On one hand, Kim Jong-un reportedly reviewed plans to launch 4 long-range missiles in the direction of Guam. On the other, Kim Jong-un has decided to wait before making a decision while he watches what he calls, quote, the foolish and stupid conduct of the Yankees. Kim Jong-un may be waiting for a planned military exercise involving the U.S. and South Korean forces later this month to decide if he will respond. Meanwhile, in Beijing today, the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff met with Chinese military leaders there. Marine General Joseph Danforth and his Chinese counterparts are discussing the latest developments in North Korea and the need to maintain effective communications. In Guam, the Homeland Security spokesperson says there has been no change in the threat level, but civilian leaders are encouraged by the latest news from North Korea.
Happy that he has taken a look at their plans, as he said, and will be holding off on at least it appears to be imminent threats to Guam at this point. There doesn't appear to be any indication that, based on what we're hearing, that there will be any missiles attacking in the near future or in the distant future.
Now, back in Washington today, Secretary of State Rex Tillerson had a muted response to the latest from North Korea. Tillerson said the U.S. is still looking for a way to begin a dialogue with Kim Jong-un, but it's really up to him. So, Karen, we're monitoring all the latest developments for you. We'll have them as they develop right here on Local 4 and on clickondetroit.com. For now, we'll send it back to you.
All right. Thank you very much, Ken. Well, the backlash over President Trump's response to racially charged violence in Virginia has led to new developments, plus another angry tweet from Mr. Trump. Business leaders from Merck, Under Armour, Intel, and the Alliance for American Manufacturing have all quit the president's manufacturing council. The president tweeted his anger, calling the CEOs, quote, grandstanders, and saying he has plenty of others who will take their places. Congressional leaders of the Black, Hispanic, Asian, and Progressive caucuses have written to the president asking him to remove staff aides Steve Bannon, Stephen Miller, and Sebastian Gorka. So far, no word response from the White House. Moving closer to home, let's get a closer look at efforts to protect the Great Lakes from algae blooms and toxins. Only on Local 4, we can show you how an underwater robot is the newest weapon used to protect the precious fresh water. Paula Tutman has been out on Lake Erie all day, bringing you up close to this very important research. Paula.
Hi, Karen. It is very important, and you should see what these scientists have had to go through in the past to get research, all of the hoops they have to jump through. And they are the first line of defense for people who actually in communities that draw drinking water from the lake. That's why this brand new robot is so important, and we were with them as they tried to retrieve it from its very first official mission. Early morning Lake Erie, beautiful, seemingly pristine, one of our treasures. But look closer. An aggressive species of algae is on the move. Flakes that create a slick. And as that slick grows, moves, surfaces, dives, and resurfaces, it eats up all of the nutrients, sucks up all of the sunlight, and suffocates more preferable algae and organisms, creating a toxin, microcystin.
The toxin that of concern, microcystin, affects the liver function. You free?
This research team from NOAA Great Lakes Environmental Research Lab and University of Michigan Cooperative Institute of Great Lakes Research is on a mission to retrieve their underwater robot for maintenance and recharging after its first month on the job.
Just kind of learning whether or not there's any patterns that we can see in a bloom, whether or not what we're seeing at the bottom might reflect what we see at the top.
It's their new ally in their never-ending quest to understand this toxic and dangerous form of algae. The robot's name is ESP Niagara, a first of its kind in the Great Lakes, an underwater super sleuth, a game changer on how algae bloom is studied.
So this is our telebuoy. So inside of here has like a cell phone modem, which is how we communicate with the ESP itself.
Only officially on the job since July, it changes data collection and analysis from a once-a-week sojourn into the middle of Lake Erie to a constantly streaming real-time informant that collects data, essentially calls from a cell phone, and sends an email on the levels of toxicity in the lake and algae behaviors. By doing so, the scientists and researchers on the project can create a matrix based on the information they're getting and gathering that can create early warning systems for everyone who depends on the Great Lakes to survive and play.
Is that we're also just a mile off of the Maumee Bay State Park. So besides wanting to help water intakes understand how much toxin might be in the water that they're taking in to distribute for drinking, we're also concerned about public exposures.
Once the buoy is pulled up, the time comes to hoist the actual robot. But a hush falls over the boat. The cable is bare. Somehow this $375,000 robot has slipped its noose. The crew is empty-handed. ESP Niagara is down there somewhere at the bottom of Lake Erie, and this research team has to find it. So, Karen, you talk about a wah-hopping moment. Everybody was shocked that that robot wasn't there, and so they made a phone call. They brought in a submersible robot to try to find their underwater robot. My photographer, Norman Fairhurst, put one of our underwater cameras onto that submersible. And I want you to stay with us for the 6 o'clock news because it is eye candy. The stuff we see when they go searching for that underwater robot, Karen. It's a cliffhanger.
I was just going to use that word, Paula. You're leaving us on that cliffhanger. I'm definitely going to stay tuned to 6. What a day on the water.
You should. It is incredible.
Pretty cool stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Paula. Well, still ahead, which Michigan colleges are the hardest to get into? Number 1, of course, might not be a surprise, but wait till you see the other schools near the top. Also ahead, comedian Jimmy Fallon gets serious during an emotional monologue. What he said has a lot of people talking today. Up first, 2 young victims in a mysterious fire. We're tracking news across America right when we come back.
This coming up all new on Local 4 News at 5 and 6.
Call it Extreme Makeover Detroit edition. This house was once in shambles. Now it's incredible inside. You're going to see that, and we're going to tell you how it may have saved one woman's life.
First at 4, we're on top of stories making headlines all across America this Tuesday. Let's start in Kansas. That's where firefighters have a heartbreaking mystery on their hands. 2 young children died in an apartment fire in Overland Park, which is just southwest of Kansas City. Firefighters say the family was on the bottom floor of the complex. A 3-year-old and 5-year-old died. 2 other children and 3 adults are injured. Right now, the big mystery, how did that fire start? Firefighters say the cause is still under investigation. Shattered glass is evidence of vandalism at Boston's Holocaust Memorial. Police say a 17-year-old has been charged. They say he threw a rock at a glass panel, which is etched with names of Holocaust victims. Witnesses saw that teen throw the rock and held him until officers arrived. This is the 2nd time this year the memorial has been vandalized. Moving overseas, we have new information on a disturbing attack in a crowded pizzeria in a village near Paris, France. Local residents have laid flowers outside the restaurant where a 13-year-old died and several others were injured. 5 are in grave condition at this hour. A car rammed into the pizzeria's outdoor terrace about 24 hours ago. The driver has been arrested. Police say this does not seem like an act of terrorism. Instead, they say it looks like this man was trying to kill himself. Ben is back, and how's the night shaping up for us?
Well, it's humid out there right now. We will see that humidity drop, but it's not going to stay there for long.
All right.
So,
I'm not a big humidity fan.
No,
I guess not many people are.
But, you know, we're still in summer, and a lot of folks
Right.
don't want to see fall here just yet. We do have 83 degrees outside. Ann Arbor continues to be the warm spot at 85, and there's a smattering of 70s out there, especially north of 8 Mile. But yes, that humidity has gone up a little bit since yesterday. There is some dry air up here in our west and north zones, but generally we're in the low to mid 60s for dew points. So noticeable to getting close to that muggy category, at least on the east side right now. And so far we don't have any rain out there to speak of. There's still a chance, especially in our south and possibly metro zones, that we could see a scattered shower. You see a couple of those developing here across northern Indiana and Ohio. But again, that chance is slight. I think a lot of us are going to get through tonight dry and look forward to better chances of rain as we get into Thursday. And even though we had plenty of rain out there this morning, we got this shot from Walled Lake. Brian caught this with the sunshine and the crepuscular rays coming through those clouds. So looks pretty cool. High pressure is going to be settling in for tomorrow, and that's going to keep us dry on Wednesday. But as this warm front arrives on Thursday, that's going to increase both our humidity and our shower and thunderstorm chances. And looks like there's just enough instability that some of these storms could be strong in the afternoon. We're technically at a marginal risk for severe weather on Thursday, so we'll keep our eyes on that. Low temperatures tonight, a little bit cooler as the clouds start to clear out. We'll see the low 60s here in our metro zone, 62 in the city. South zone temperatures will be some 50s out there, especially out in Lenawee County, and a little bit warmer, I should say, here close to Luna Pier, Monroe, and Carlton. West zone temperatures generally all 50s. In fact, some of our coolest numbers are going to be out here in Howell, Fenton, and Flint, waking up in the mid to upper 50s. And in our north zone, a lot of 50s there for lows too, with the milder temperatures closer to the lake. Lexington, Port Huron at 60 degrees, and everybody else in the mid to upper 50s. Otherwise, tomorrow we will see dry conditions, high temperatures 82, and with slightly lower humidity. Some of us probably not going to feel the difference, but at least technically it's lower. And as we get into the upcoming weekend, a couple showers around on Saturday late. Most of the weekend still looking dry, especially Sunday, and that eclipse Monday still looking mostly sunny. So right now, thumbs up to be able to see that eclipse. Karen?
I think, Ben, trending stories coming up, including a $1 million battle over diamond rings and which Michigan universities are the hardest to get into. Up first, Jimmy Fallon puts the jokes aside and gets very personal about racially charged protests in Virginia, why he was so upset as a father. Next. Let's talk about trending stories. Comedian Jimmy Fallon, we all know he's a TV star, he's a celebrity, but he's also a father to 2 young girls. Fallon says he was sickened by the racially charged protests in Virginia over the weekend, and he felt that he had to speak out on The Tonight Show. He talked about what went through his mind as a father as he watched the TV coverage.
My daughters are in the next room playing, and I'm thinking, how can I explain to them that there's so much hatred in this world? They're 2 years old and 4 years old. They don't know what hate is. They go to the playground and they have friends of all races and backgrounds. They just play and they laugh and they have fun. But as kids grow up,
Fallon was also critical of how President Trump responded to the crisis and said all adults need to stand up and they need to speak out against hate. Well, another trending story that's getting a lot of attention today, Costco actually lost a legal battle with the famous jeweler Tiffany & Company and will pay at least $19 million in damages. Tiffany sued back in 2013 when Costco was offering diamond engagement rings under that famous name, Tiffany. Well, the Warehouse Club argued that's a generic term, not just the name of the store. Well, the court disagreed. Costco is now barred from selling anything called Tiffany unless it has a modifier like Tiffany setting or Tiffany style.
What did you think if you would have seen a Tiffany ring at Costco?
You know what? Costco sometimes surprises me, though. They have such great deals. You just never know. But I probably would have had a couple of questions.
If it was in a blue box, then I think they would.
I would have been like, yes, scored at Costco. Amazon taking another swipe at brick and mortar businesses, this time targeting convenience stores. Today, the website is launching something called Amazon Instant Pickup. It will use a system of lockers. You can order from a list of basic supplies, including snacks, and then someone will put your stuff in a locker near you, and then you can get your order almost instantly. Amazon is targeting college students, starting the service on 5 campuses today. We'll let you know how that goes. None of them, by the way, are in Michigan, but Amazon says it could expand as early as next week. Since we're on the topic of talking about schools, as college students head back to class, some of you have bragging rights that your schools are tougher to get into. Researchers at one website crunched acceptance rates and test scores to get the list. So they call the University of Michigan, Ann Arbor, the toughest school in the state for students to get that acceptance letter. That wasn't too big of a surprise, but this is pretty interesting. It's followed by Andrews University in Barron Springs, the College for Creative Studies in Detroit, also difficult to get accepted. Lawrence Technical University in Southfield makes the list. And for those wondering, Michigan State is ranked 11th. You can see the entire list at clickondetroit.com. Still ahead, we'll show you how the spirit of Motown is alive and well in a new generation. The story behind this video coming up next.
They're men on a mission to make neighborhoods just like this one safer.
The goal is to get all the houses boarded up and secure.
They're targeting dangerous and abandoned homes near Detroit schools.
We simply live by a motto of do what we can when we can.
If you don't have money, give time. We're doing this out of our own pocket, together.
And they want to hear from you. Does your neighborhood need some TLC? Help Me Hank will show you how you can get the help you need tonight at 11.
Finally, first at 4, the Motown Museum has a summer camp where kids hone their musical talents.
Yep, just like a scene from the movie Fame, minus the leggings, the students recently broke out into this hot lunch jam.
I love it. The kids are singing and dancing to Beyonce's Love on Top, having a great time. By the way, the camp runs through August 18th. Some talented kids. We've posted a link to more of the performance at clickondetroit.com. You'll find it on the community page. Check it out.
That ever happen at your school?
Just in the newsroom right before the show. That's what I typically do. True. No, just kidding. Actually, sometimes I do that. Thanks so much for joining us for First at 4. We're back in a half hour with Local 4 News at 5. Inside Edition's next.